Welcome to the Cuttercast, presented by Canvas Cutter, where we leave chaos for campfires and trade deadlines for dirt roads. We dive into hunting stories, outdoor adventures, and the gear that lets you live life outside. Kick back and let's get into it. Nobody's seeing those.
Why does Seth don't have his shoes on?
Why doesn't Seth wear shoes?
It helps him to think more clearly when he's
super casual.
Yeah.
Very good.
Before I forget, though, I did have an idea. I want a shooting pouch. It goes on
for
the side
arrows?
here for arrows and whatever,
Yeah.
I know they already have some, but
you don't have one from
Canvas
Canvas
I don't
Cutter.
have a Canvas Cutter one.
We don't
And
have a Canvas
I
Cutter.
thought of a way to put it on my belt where I don't have to undo my belt.
That's nice.
Using
system.
those buckles.
Mm.
Oh.
Sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
So
could.
don't let me forget.
Okay, that's a good one. Welcome everybody to the Cuttercast. I am Seth, and I am here with Mr. TD, cameraman.
What's up, everybody?
Mr. T Money, T Dog, and Jake, who's never been on a cruise because he works in finances and only sells teams get to go on cruises.
Yeah. How did you know that?
Insider baseball knowledge, I guess. Hey, today we are going to be talking about the Burro Duffel and the Mule Duffel, Canvas Cutter's Duffel lineup, but more about why it came about, how it came about, what it's great for, and why it's becoming a very popular go-to duffel bag for people who love to spend their time outdoors. And later, as promised, today is this extra special episode. T,
Dude,
why is it extra special today?
it's giveaway time, baby.
It is gear giveaway time. We're not one person, not two people. 6 people, folks.
6 people.
6 people
Let's
are going
go.
to find out today that they're a winner. And we're talking a Dominator loaded sleep system with a Burro Duffel.
So
We're
rad.
talking a Summit sleep system. One lucky person is going to win one of these bad duffel bags that we're talking about today. And by bad, I mean good. And, bad isn't awesome. And then 3 people are going to get Canvas Cutter swag. Why? Because you did simple things like listen to the Cuttercast and participate in this giveaway. That's why.
Heck yeah.
So we are going to announce those winners at the end of this episode. Jake, how are we going to pick the winners?
We're going to shoot for winners. It's archery season here in Utah, and so it only makes sense to go sling a few arrows. So, yeah, we're going to put the 6 names up on a paper, and we're going to shoot it. And the closest to the arrow is the winners.
And so we'll shoot for first, second, and third.
Yep.
And fourth. After that, the final 3.
No, the 3.
No, the first 3.
Yep.
The first 3
There
will
we go.
win. The final 3, you're just automatically getting some swag. So long distance high five.
Right.
We used a random number generator. We have 6 individuals. We'll shoot for those according to how Jake described it. But there's a lot of duffel bags out in the world.
A lot of them.
You've probably had quite a few yourself.
Probably 10 or so.
I've had several myself, Jake.
Yep, absolutely.
Duffel bag user.
I haven't been.
You haven't
Well,
been a
But
big
I've
duffel
had
bag
them.
user.
Thumbs
I had them
out.
in my home. Well, it's because I don't like them.
It's because he doesn't go on cruises.
Well, that's true. No, I just don't like them.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Like, historically, I haven't really liked them because they've been cheap and
Yeah, fair.
don't serve a lot of purpose, right? So I've been more of a tote guy, to be honest with you, but not now.
Not now.
Not
yeah.
now.
Yeah. Hey, totes have their place.
They do.
And let's not throw that under the sun. And I also want to point out that we are very aware here at Canvas Cutter that there are a lot of really good duffel bag options out there.
It's true.
We do a substantial amount of market research before we develop products, and we will even buy products to test them out and to see what we like and don't like about them, to implement things into our own products, or to see what we would change or what works and what doesn't. There's duffel bags out there that are cheap, and they're cheap. they fall apart.
Yep.
And there are duffel bags out there that are on a higher ticket item, and they're great duffel bags. I own a few of them, but we noticed in developing our duffel bags that even on those higher end, really great duffel bags, they lacked things like features, or they had some features that just weren't ideal. Like some of them, I'm a backpack strap guy when it comes to a duffel bag, hence our duffel bag has backpack straps. But to have backpack straps that are too thin, they dig into your shoulders under heavy load.
Yep.
And a lot of duffel bags out there that have backpack straps, they just kind of are always out. They're always exposed.
Right.
And if you don't want to use them, or they're always out, they get caught on things when you're pulling them out of the truck and all kinds of stuff. So there's really good duffel bags. We noticed a lot of them. It was becoming super popular. I think it's called EVA, the more rubberized nylon materials. It's that material is awesome because you can heat weld it, and you can put some pretty beefy zipper on it as well, and which makes it waterproof. But most of those are really stiff, especially if they get cold.
Totally.
And one thing that Shafe would mention if he was here, and I wish he was here, but with a lot of those more rubberized duffel bags, because of their stiffness, when you go to stick your hand in to like dig around, the zipper wants to like eat your arm as you put it in and out because it's so stiff and tight. Super good duffel bags. Legitimately great duffel bags. Just lacking in features, in fill, and sometimes in practical functions for us. And so we felt like there was a place where Canvas Cutter could develop a duffel bag that took the best practical features that we found here or there and brought it home into one bag that gives you all the features you want or need with canvas, a really, really good product, a fabric. There's a reason why canvas has been around for a couple thousand years.
Yep. It's reliable.
It works, and it's reliable, and it creates a great feeling to wear and to use. And I think we did that with our duffel bags. A few things about how the Burro and Mule. So if you want all the details about their sizes, weights, load capacities, you can head to canvascutter.com to get all those specs. Really good videos on the products. But we feel like we took the best in what's out there, what's offered in the duffel bag world, and melted it into two really great duffel bags.
And not only that, but like that's on a constant basis, and that goes for all of our products. But like we're constantly, analyzing them and trying to improve them because we use them a lot.
Yeah, and it had to meet our standards, like canvas, okay, but it also had to be like rugged and durable. It had to be timeless. Even though it's feature rich, which we wanted a lot of those features, they needed to be practical and like usable, right? You just don't want bells and whistles to have bells and whistles. Like it's got to serve a purpose. It's got to be weatherproof, right? If you're going out with your Dominator where you can throw out wherever, no matter what the weather is, well, you need a duffel bag that can do the same. That's hauling your gear. And sometimes really expensive gear like cameras and laptops and stuff. And so it had to meet a lot of requirements, and I think we nailed it. And in a few instances where it needed to be improved upon, we've done so. Yeah. I'm super proud of it. I use it all the time.
Phenomenal.
In fact, we've all used it. T, you get to use yours a lot because of your life circumstances. T is a nomad, and he lives out of his vehicle. So the Mule is your closet, and the Burro is like an always go-to bag. It has all your gear.
Yeah, it's literally my go bag. I always got stuff in there for when we go on quick little hunts up the canyon, or if I'm going on a weekend trip with some pals, whatever it is. I go canyoneering a lot. Use it for that too sometimes. They're just great bags that I constantly use. And it really is. One of the great things about the Mule as far as it goes as my closet is that it also works as my hamper because it's got the boot pocket or laundry pocket, which is what I use it for on the Mule. And as I wear my clean clothes, they just get shoved in there and it fills it up. And it just it works perfectly. It's amazing.
And then when it's laundry day.
Kind of a unique use case, but it works phenomenal for that and for a variety of other purposes.
Well, one of the challenges in designing the Mule, so I said I wouldn't get into the specs, and we're not going to very deeply, but the Mule is a 100-liter duffel bag. So when you go from a mid-sized duffel bag like the Burro, 100-liter, you can fit a small human in.
Dude, it's
like
big.
Legitimately, my son can get in it.
Yeah.
It's pretty wild. What's really difficult about a duffel bag that size is making one that doesn't banana.
Dude, the
and
slop.
That's not.
Ugh.
Most large duffel bags are very uncomfortable to carry when loaded down.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's something we had to get rid of, and I think we did so. I think we did a phenomenal job. We added a removable plastic sleeve in the bottom of it. It creates a good shelf, so even loaded down 50, 70 pounds, you do not get the banana shape. It actually stays flat, which makes it easier to carry, more comfortable. And you've mentioned before, T, like when you wear the backpack straps with the Mule, even when it's loaded
it feels
down,
good on your back. It's actually
really
crazy.
comfortable.
For a duffel bag, like you would never expect it to feel like as good as it does, especially when it's loaded down. Like I've taken that like all over the place. One of the places I took it to Iceland in January of this year. I mean, I shoved a lot of stuff in there. And it's winter time in Iceland. You got to have all this winter gear because it's going to be cold. Yeah. It rained the entire time. I put my Summit in there too because I camped a few of the nights. Call me crazy camping in Iceland in January, but it just works so phenomenally wherever you take it.
That's awesome. That is awesome. Well, we thought we would take some time and just share some use cases and some situations where we've had the duffel bags that you might find yourself in, and so that you could better understand how you could use it. And T, before I know T's got an example, and maybe this might come out naturally in some of our stories, but one thing that you kind of already touched on that I think is important for people to understand just about the entire setup of Canvas Cutter. The point of a bedroll, people will be like, well, if you're close to your truck, why don't you just take a bigger tent? Right. Well, you're missing the point. The point is my pad, my sleeping bag, my pillow, a utility bag with toothbrush, toothpaste. I used to wear contacts, so it would have extra contacts and solution and whatever I needed. It was always in my bedroll, rolled up, ready to go. So literally, Taylor or Jake or anybody could be like, hey, let's head out. I go out there, I grab it, and I have everything. Yep. And it's protected against the weather, against dust, against bugs. Whether we're staying in a tent or a trailer or out in the middle of nowhere, it's perfect. It's convenient. Well, the Burro duffel and the Mule duffel can work the exact same way. So I have all my hunting gear in my Burro duffel all the time, and it sits on my gear shelf. Like I have extra clothes, socks, undies, my camo. I'm not a big gear guy where I feel like I need like 5 coats. I just like to find a coat that's really good between cool and cold, and I wear that coat. Yep. So it has that in there, rain gear, right? Some gloves, a beanie, phone charging stuff, some eating stuff, and it's always ready.
Yep.
So when we head out, I'm never packing a bag. My bag's always packed. When I get home and I have dirty clothes, I pull them out of the boot pocket or dirty clothes pocket, wash them, put them right back in, and it goes on the shelf and it's ready for next time. Boom. The fact that you can grab your whole sleep system and all your gear with 2 hands and be ready as fast as it takes you to do that.
And no second thought. Like you don't have to worry about forgetting your pillow. I can't tell you how many times I've done that before I got a Canvas Cutter bedroll. Forgetting my pillow or a rainfly or whatever. It's all self-contained in a ridiculously weatherproof system. It's awesome.
Which is awesome. Like So, anyways, I had to throw that out because I feel like a lot of people are missing. Well, most of you listening are not missing that, but we do get
The
comments
vocal ones.
and the vocal ones, and there I feel like we're missing the vision of what the Canvas Cutter sleep system and gear is, and that is simplicity and durability, no matter where you're at, and so that's why you would take it even though you're close to your truck instead of a big tent, because it has everything. You don't have to pack or unpack. Anyways, T, what's an experience you've had with one of the duffel bags where you were like, that's awesome, that's worth having?
Yep. Okay. So I mean, first of all, I could literally tell you like so many. But one I was thinking about actually is I went to, not to keep throwing out countries I've been to because I haven't been to really that many, but I went to Japan in April. And I took my Burro, used it as my carry-on. Works so fantastic as a carry-on bag. Like, perfect size for it. I can fit enough. I went to Japan for almost 2 weeks. All my stuff, besides my camera gear, I had a camera backpack too. But in Japan, I'm using all public transportation. Those backpack straps, I wear my Burro on my back and my camera backpack on my chest. And I can go anywhere like that, and I'm hopping from hostel to hostel in different cities and on public transportation all the time. And in Japan at that time, it rains a lot, it's actually crazy in Japan. They have umbrellas everywhere.
Really?
I didn't realize that before I went, but like
almost
everybody has
public umbrellas?
Yeah, like public umbrellas
really?
a lot of places.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
And so it was super handy because when I would be walking like, I don't know, a mile to get to my hostel from whatever subway I got off of, it poured rain on me a couple times. And I don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I don't have to like go shuffle inside some random hotel lobby and wait for the rain to be done. I just keep walking and it's fine.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So super, super great for traveling. Really awesome.
So good for traveling, especially those backpack straps to be hand-free.
So nice.
To be hand-free. I mean, an experience that goes along with that, and then I'll share one that Shafe had, but my wife and I and Shafe and his wife and some friends, we were super lucky and got to go to Rome and Switzerland. And I'm a history guy, and my degree was in ancient Near Eastern studies, which sounds like boring, but it's actually super fascinating. And Rome has a ton to do with that.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I studied it for years and years. And so to get to go there was just like I was on a geek.
Awesome.
I was geeking out every single day. People were probably really annoyed, but to have 2 roller suitcases and all my gear on my back, and I was free-handing. Oh, it was so great because I could push the suitcases, have my Burro duffel on the back, like you mentioned, fits perfectly in the overhead compartment. I've even fit it under a seat on our main flight. The seats were big enough. I shoved it under there. Yeah, so super awesome. Works really, really great for traveling. So, and I'll read some customer reviews when we're done sharing some stories. And a guy is a world traveler, and he uses it all the time. But Shafe mentioned to us last year, he and our good friend now, it's Shaver's best friend, but Canvas Cutter's good friend, Landon, they went on a deer hunt. They were packing in on horses. And instead of them each having their own bags that are different sizes and could weigh differently, if you spent much time packing with horses, you know that it's important to balance your panniers out. So they were using traditional saddle panniers, the kind that slide over a saddle, not crossbucks or a decker. In order to get those balanced, they both had Burro duffels, and they put their clothes and toiletry stuff in one, and then their hunting gear in the other, and they weighed them, obviously, and they weighed within 3 pounds, but they could balance the panniers out using the same size bag versus having different size bags, and you're sitting there for quite a while trying to get the balance in the panniers. And we know a lot of outfitters that pack hunters in on horses, they'll buy the mule duffel And when their hunters get to camp that first day, they actually have all their hunters take their gear out of their backpacks and out of their duffel bags that they brought, and they stick all their gear in a mule duffel bag. That way, if it fits in a 100-liter bag, it's going to weigh about the same, and it sits perfectly with a decker or with panniers. Yep. And so they get that balance, which is super important, which is a use case, to be honest. When we were developing both these duffel bags, I never
would have thought about.
Yeah, I'm sorry to even admit that, because we love outfitters and ranch and horse life. But I did not think about, a lot of outfitters that are packing into the backcountry could actually use these to help their clients and to balance their packs out.
Well, they probably love them because they're canvas, man.
They're canvas.
They're durable. Like they don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, they don't. You don't need a mani tarp on top of it.
No.
Right? I mean, we've used our bedroll as a mani tarp over the panniers. Just strap it down over it, because it's waterproof and it can take a beating. But anyways, I think that's a really cool use case for all of you out there who pack with horses or mules. You want to introduce some quick balance to your pack setup. The duffel bags help out a lot, and they can take a beating. They're waterproof. You don't have to worry about them. Jake, despite your lack of duffel bag use until the Burro entered your life,
my life has been changed.
What's your thoughts about the Burro or the mule?
Oh man. So this summer, the wife and I, we took the kids out. I have 6 awesome kids, and man, let me just tell you, trying to take that many people camping, right? That's a feat in itself.
That's a feat. It is.
But then trying to fit everybody's gear in the family rig
is a whole other story.
Like it's not possible. It's not possible, right? So I mean, we fit what we can. But then, we've got these.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Flip, well, we'll just take the trailer. So I just have a little utility trailer.
Yeah.
It's not enclosed. And we buzzed up the mountain. You know how mountain roads are. Super dusty. Super dusty. I'm like, doesn't matter. I've got the world's best duffel bag.
That's right.
Right? Loaded all of our clothes, like all of, a lot of that stuff. Mine, the wife's, the kids, and just threw them on the trailer.
Don't
have to worry about it. No.
Dude.
And guess what? It rained.
It did. It did. I remember the weekend you went.
Yeah, it dumped.
It dumped.
And that was special. That's a whole nother part of the story.
I was at my
kids.
house looking up where you were at.
Yeah,
and I
you
was
were
like, they're going to get wet.
Yes.
It was very black.
No, clothes were dry, man. Dust free and dry.
That's awesome.
Got home, it was coated with dust. You know what? Grab the leaf blower, blow that sucker off.
Good
to go.
Yeah.
No problem.
Nice. Yeah, when it comes to – that's a great point too, because when it comes to cleaning it, literally blowing it off, brushing it off, hosing it down is really, really good. If you were to wash like the Burro, for example, in a washing machine, we just suggest you don't use strong soaps or detergents, because you'll kill the waterproofing on the outside. The PU coating on the inside would be fine, but you're probably better off just hosing that thing down, brushing it off. Let it get a little patinaed, let it get some age. I think that makes a duffel bag, especially a canvas duffel bag, awesome. Like if it's got some marks. It's like a fine wine, indeed. Indeed.
Yeah. Another part of cleaning it is if it gets like muddy or dirty like that, let it dry out first. And then you can slap it. Brush it off, and then after that you can spray it down. That's great.
Yeah, another thing. Sorry, when you were talking to you about putting your dirty clothes in the boot pockets and that as your hamper, like whitetail guys are very conscientious about scent. Right.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? You put your used
hunting
clothes.
Separate them.
You separate it, right?
Yeah.
Then in the middle, you still got your scent-free stuff going on here. So,
awesome.
I mean, that's just another use case I thought about while we were sitting here.
So there's similar use case to what you just mentioned with our whitetail friends, which by the way, if anybody, wants to hunt whitetail with canvas cutter, we're all open for it. Can't
Very
wait
open.
to kill a whitetail.
Very
It's
open.
really great. But we have a bunch of customer reviews you guys can check out on our website, and I thought I would read them. I hope you guys listening understand I know Canvas Cutter is a brand to you guys, and I hope it's a brand you can get behind and respect. That's what we're trying to build. But it's literally our lives.
Very much so.
Our families eat because of what we do, and so we take it really seriously. So we want to make the best gear possible because we want you to have the best experiences possible, because then that gives you excuses to support us and to get behind us. It is really rewarding to come onto our website and to read your guys' reviews. A couple. This is from Timothy W. Love this bag. Major upgrade from my previous duffel, and I love that it is waterproof so I don't have to worry about my clothes getting wet while I'm sleeping outside. The boot compartment is a huge bonus for stuffing dirty laundry in as well. I know for me, and I think you guys would say the same, I use the boot compartment for dirty clothes 90% of the time.
Yep.
I think I've used it for boots or footwear maybe a handful of times over the years. But for dirty clothes, to separate those dirty clothes from your clean, it's so
It
money.
can be like super, super handy when you do use it. Like it is.
It can.
It's
It absolutely
super nice.
can.
Like I put like muddy boots in there before when I had to put my duffel bag in like someone's car just to keep it off of everything. I mean, it's useful when you need it.
Matthew B. My Travel the World bag. Great customer service, and had an issue after a year and a half of traveling the world, and they fixed it, no questions asked. Awesome customer for life. Eric M. Took it on my son's Oryx hunt fresh out of the bag, loaded it up with my gear, and tossed it behind the truck. Protected my stuff, high winds, dusty roads. Hiking boot compartment is the best part. Scott R. The Burro is a great bag. My job requires me to keep a bag on a truck that has to be off-road a lot. I also have to take it with me if we are having to hike to a camp or just climbing hotel stairs, which makes the backpack straps a big plus. Needless to say, I am very rough on bags. By far, the Burro seems to be the toughest yet. I expect it to last for several years.
Awesome.
One of my favorite reviews, I can't read. It's from Stephen Allen, though. Go ahead and read that. You guys will enjoy it. Drew F. Great duffel to head out into the woods with, whether it's camping, hunting, etc. Capable of cinching down gear, very well made and durable. Will work great for hunting trips or just trips in general to use as a carry-on. Will definitely be my go-to bag. Mike M. The bag was the perfect size for my week-long vacation. Everything stayed perfectly in place for the first time ever while traveling. The boot pocket came in handy for keeping wet items away from dry clothing. The shoulder straps are great because it kept the bag in place instead of having a shoulder sling that lets the bag bounce around constantly. I would definitely recommend this product. The build quality and materials are exceptional. And there's just a bunch more, right? Awesome bag. I travel extensively for work. This is perfect. And it just goes on. I wish I could read them all, because out of thanks to you guys and the support you guys give us. But that is our goal, is to give you guys those type of experiences by making products that don't suck, that you can trust. I love the fact that we can go wherever we go, and I can have my gear. And like we mentioned, sometimes really expensive gear, whether it's camera gear or laptop or optics or whatever it might be, next to me and I'm in my bedroll and it's raining really, really hard, or it turns to snow, and I'm not concerned at all that I'm going to have to wake up to wet clothes or gear that's damaged.
The peace of mind is like, it's king.
It's so king.
So good.
I love the fact that it functions the way we feel a duffel bag should function. It wears the way a duffel bag should wear. And I feel like when it comes to duffel bag options, again, there are a lot of good bags. I don't believe there's one that beats the Burro or Mule duffel in what it has to offer. Is it best for every single scenario? No, like if you're a scuba diver and you want to, I guess, dive down 20 meters with a bag.
It's not a dry bag, but it's about as dang close as you can get.
It's about as dang close as you can get out of canvas.
Yeah.
So, which is really impressive. So there's a lot of duffel bags out there. But if you do want to learn more about either of these duffel bags, please head to canvascutter.com. Product videos there, all the specs and features are there, and you can always, of course, DM us, hit us up at support@canvascutter.com if you have any questions. We'd love to help you out, but we're really confident that you will have really great experiences with either duffel bag as well.
Absolutely.
Dude,
Yep.
they're so sweet.
You're going to love it.
With that, we have a really important situation on our hands, boys.
It is time.
And that is to pick some winners. And we're not going to do it here. We don't have enough room to shoot a bow. And shooting a bow 20 yards, although that's fun. It's fun to shoot a bow, period. It's not as fun as shooting at 60 yards. It also throws in a dynamic on who the winner is, right? At 20 yards, Jake here, old sharp eye, he would just pick a name and hit it. Yeah. At 60 yards, there's some elements involved. So
there are elements. That's
we're going to get Ferdinand.
Well, Ferd,
such a stud. Big whitetail, 8-pointer, huge rack. So I'm not going to lie. Sometimes when Jake and I go shoot, the rack does distract me. My heart starts pounding. I get nervous.
I drop my arm.
but we're going to go out. We're going to pick a winner. Thank you guys always for listening. If you like the Cutter Cast, like what you're hearing, want to hear more, let us know in the comments below if you're watching this what you want to hear, and share with us your experiences with the Burro duffel and why you like it, and then leave us a review if you would. That would be awesome. But let's go shoot. Let's go get a winner.
Let's do it.
Let's make 6 people's day.
Someone's about to get real lucky.
Someone's getting lucky.
Let's go.
Love it. So this is Ferd. This is old Ferdinand. Like we said, smaller body, because look at that rack.
Giant.
8-pointer. Super sweet. So we've got the 6 names on this piece of paper. We're going to nail them to Ferd, and then we're going to go back. What do you want, Jake? 60?
We'll probably run 60.
50?
Probably run 60.
We'll go back to 60. The first arrow is to select grand prize winner.
Grand prize.
Grand prize winner, first arrow. Whichever name the arrow hits or is closest to wins.
Winner.
Let's do it.
Let's
60
go.
yards. Are we at 60 here, Jake? Or
61 and a half.
We don't want to be 1.5. We got to be exact.
Yeah.
Luckily,
Luckily,
Jake has been shooting the lights out lately. We do have stiff headwind.
We do have.
It's gonna affect things, but Ferd's down there just standing strong.
Just marinating.
Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Loaded bundle, Burro duffel. For what? Just for being awesome, that's why.
Thanks for listening, all y'all.
Yeah, thanks for listening, participating. We've hit Ferdinand. We're low on the paper. I don't know who's low on the paper.
We might have to redo. Oh, there's a name.
There's a name.
Closest to.
the winner of the loaded sleep system, Dominator loaded sleep system, is Brian Hackett. Congratulations,
Congrats,
Brian. That's a Dominator loaded sleep system plus a Burro Duffel. For what? For listen and for using the CutterCast code. Brian did make a purchase, which actually gave him a ton of entries. So it pays, I guess.
Pays to listen.
It pays to listen. He already got some sweet, awesome canvas cutter gear. Now he's getting a bunch more. Yeah. Now we need to pick a winner for the summit.
Let's go.
Let's go. Woo! We're tagging a name there for sure. If you're wondering, I forgot all I have is broadheads. I've got arrows with broadheads on them. So Jake came prepared, Jake shooting. I was hoping to, crown a winner with my arrow, but
Thank you for letting me do the honors.
the winner.
Oh man, that was a good shot.
The winner of the Summit Sleep System
Oh, great shot.
is
Yeah, there it is.
T. How do you say the last name again? Chris
Fuchs.
Fuchs. Chris Fuchs. Congratulations. Chris also happened to be a purchaser of gear.
Thank you, Chris.
Hence, he had a lot of entries, and hence he's walking away with the Summit now.
Excellent.
Okay, winner of a Burro Duffel, and then the remaining 3 will all get swag, Cam's Cutter swag. So
Let's go.
last arrow
Burro,
flight,
baby.
who's gonna do it? Who's gonna win?
Right.
Last one, baby. Who's it gonna
Last
be?
one. There's a few names more on the right side. Was Chris on the left side?
Yep.
Paper.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Who will the arrow choose? Another great shot. Another name has been chosen. Oh, the Burro Duffel winner. Here we go. Oh boy, we got a winner for sure.
Yeah.
The winner of the Burro Duffel is Nicholas Pierce. Congratulations, Nicholas Pierce.
Congrats,
Thanks
Nicholas.
for listening. Thanks for participating. That leaves us with
Caleb. Jacob.
Jacob LZ, Caleb Samuel, and AIT. You are winners of some Canvas Cutter swag, so we will hit you. We'll message all of you and then hopefully hear back from you so that we can get you guys your gear sent out. Thanks to everybody who listens each week and who follows along. Make sure to like and subscribe. Please, if you're liking the content, leave us a review on iTunes or on Spotify or wherever you might listen to the CutterCast. And until next time,
Keep on keeping on.
Keep on keeping on, baby.
keep on keeping on. Tell me if you're out there that this wouldn't get you worked up. You see that? Whoa, that gets you
So excited.
so excited. Gotta have ice cold veins to
That's one of those
handle that.
you get it halfway back kind of thing with your bow and you let down a quick pull.